Hello, my name's Lane, and this is my TED Talk. Drug addiction is one of the leading causes of premature death in the world. Not only is addiction deadly, but the production and distribution are controlled on the free market with no rules, as most drugs are being sold and produced illegally on the black market. In 2017, an estimated 585,000 people died worldwide due to overdose, and an estimated 64,000 alone in the United States. It's a serious problem, and one solution I think would be effective would be decriminalizing all drugs. This sounds like a crazy proposition. However, it wouldn't result in another crack epidemic. This idea would allow addicts to become able to actually receive proper treatment, as well as be able to stay hygienic when it comes to sharing needles and the spread of disease through sharing needles. The opioid epidemic was allowed to happen by this government, not to mention the CIA introduced crack into inner city slums. It's time they do something right and start helping the citizens that need it, not the pharmaceutical industry. How decriminalizing drugs works is that you cannot be charged with possession of it with a possession charge and penalized for addiction. Instead, you will receive medical attention and rehabilitation to get back on your feet. Now, if you think about this plan for a minute, you might wonder where would this money come from? Well, an example of this working out well would be Oregon, which was the first state to do this. It figured out that if you use the tax for medical marijuana and recreational cannabis, you can use it to fund this sort of program. In Oregon, the rules are that you will not be charged with possession. However, if you are a dealer or a distributor, you will still be penalized, just not to the extent as one as they once were. This is good because it costs $62,000 a year to keep an inmate in prison for just 1 year. The amount of taxpayer money that could be repurposed for something more useful than a modern form of slavery. Another benefit of the national decriminalization of drugs would be the effect it would have on the rule of cartel power in Mexico. These cartels supply the majority of narcotics into the United States, since the market is big and there's a stupid amount of money to be made from it. These cartels control whole areas of Mexico and outpower the Mexican government. With the decriminalization of drugs, these cartels would lose most of their power and their foothold in these areas. In 2019, ICE seized 2,400 pounds of fentanyl crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. This is enough to kill everyone in North America and South America combined. These cartels are starting to cut their products with Chinese fentanyl, and is quickly becoming a disaster, killing hundreds per day. In conclusion, we should live in a country where if you're struggling, you should receive a boost, not a beating. Where people who find themselves in the grasp of addiction can be treated fairly and without punishment. We need progress, and luckily we're taking more steps every day. Thank you.